Time. You get me so excited. You get me so excited.
You're like jumping at cricket.
Thanks for joining us again today here at Get It Yourself Done Right here at Constructive Design, where we teach you how to find and solve all your problems with 3 easy steps. First is actually finding the problem, locating the problem, and then repairing the problem. So here we are at the media theater where, as you can see, we're walking into the ladies' room, and it appears if you look up here, you'll see they have some roof leaks going on. And our job today is actually to locate them leaks and then figure out a way inexpensive and cost efficient to fix those leaks. So as you'll see, this fan here has got some water leaking around it. And then if you go back in here, you'll also note that there's water running down the walls, which can only indicate a roof leak because we're on the 2nd floor of the building where there's nothing above that. So it is in fact a roof leak. So now, why don't you come with me and we'll take a look at where we can find those leaks. Upon walking up to the roof, we realized there was another roof leak. If you look up here in the refrigerator room, there's another leak we have to address. As with any other thing, the first thing you want to do is hydrate yourself. Even our cameraman gets hydrated here at Constructive Design. Very well. Now we'll find the roof leak. First thing you want to do is look at your roof leak, and you want to look at the area of the building you're at. Now here, as you'll note, we're in the front of the building. There's a window here, and it appears we're at the farthest point of the building. So the first thing you do is look up, okay, you're 1.5 feet over from the edge of this building. So that's where we're gonna go now to look for this leak, and then we'll get back to the other leak, which is on the other side of the building. So follow me, we're gonna find this leak. As you'll see, I'm actually going out to the roof of this building here. And you'll note, our first leak was to the left, was over here. The second leak we had was over here in the front. So I'll show you how you find it. As I had indicated from downstairs, we were 1 foot in and 1 foot off of the edge of the building. So that puts us here. With that said, we have some problems with this drain. Now, a lot of times you see this debris, it causes buildup and it causes puddling here and constant wetness. So you want to actually work on this area on a 2-foot square. Don't just go to the area here. Focus on the whole general area. Even some of this area can be done. And now we're back. I'm going to show you how to fix this patch. But first, I'm actually going to go over the materials needed after I hydrate myself. Please note, this is a cider, non-alcoholic. Anyway, what we have here is some wet patch mix. As you'll see, it's just a tar-based patch mix. You'll need a trowel. You'll need some, this is a fiber mesh tape that you're gonna apply, and I'll show you how to do that as we move forward with this project. We're also gonna need a razor knife. But first, you're gonna wanna clean the area really nicely. So I brought a broom up. I also brought a rag up here so we can wipe the dust, the loose dust off really nicely, so we can have a surface that's clean and ready to go. Yeah, it really helps to get this debris up as best you can, because the product's not going to stick properly if you don't. So I'm going to sweep it out really nice, and then I'm going to actually wet wipe it with a wet rag to get all the loose debris out of there as well. So now I'm going to actually make the repair. And because I observed that the repair needed was a foot off the wall on the exterior and a foot in from the front. That puts me in this area. But not only am I going to pay attention to this area, I'm going to pay attention to the wall around here, because we could get a leak that could get behind the flashing, that could run behind your wall, that then could come down onto the roof as well. But I believe the area is going to be right in this general area, because we have some low spots here that hold a lot of water. So we're going to build that up. We're going to level this out a little bit nicer, so as the water drains, it can flow into the drain a lot easier. This stuff's kind of goopy to work with, but if you take your time and you kind of just work it into these areas, it'll really pay off in the end. And it'll fix your leak, and it'll be an inexpensive approach to what could have cost you thousands. This fabric that we're putting in here, it's going to help the base of the tar that we put down, the wet patch that we put down, stick even better. And we're basically going to put it in the areas where the seams were, and then we're going to recoat that with the tar, allowing it to give something to stick, so it helps it stick easier and nicer to the existing flat roof. Okay, as you'll see, I've patched this with the fabric, and I've also used a wet patch, and now I'm just kind of leveling it out really nice. You don't want blotchy areas. You kind of want to level it really nice to allow your original drain to work the way it was set to work. If you leave some high areas, it'll bubble up. You'll create the same problem we're trying to fix. And also, you don't want to leave these little swirly areas. You kind of want to feather them in real nice, so that it allows this product to adhere to itself very nicely. The last thing you'll see I'm doing here is I'm actually just going around the perimeter real nice with this, because that's where it's going to mean the most. Because if it gets under your patch, you've just allowed your leak to continue just under what you've done. So you just do that real nice with your trowel, and then you kind of just come back on it gently, and that'll leave you a nice lip, a nice sealed edge, and we're good to go. Now there is one more step I'm going to show you prior to finishing this patch that will make this a 100% fixed and repaired roof leak at an inexpensive price. So, final step we have is a fibered mesh cement, and that's this. And what it is, you can get it at your local Home Depot or Lowe's, because we are homeowners doing this, and you just brush this on over top of your product we've done now with a fibered mesh brush, which I have here, that we're going to brush it down. But we're going to let this sit for a few and let it harden up some. We're going to apply the fibered mesh on top of this, and then what that's going to do is prevent this product from cracking in your winter weather temperatures, the low temperatures, the freezing mark temperatures that could usually cause this stuff to crack and crumble. We're going to eliminate that by using the fiber mesh, which is going to lock it all together, and then you'll have 100% repair done on this roof. So here we are again, working on the other patch that we needed to fix here. This is the patch that was in the ladies' room where we saw the vent, and we actually looked around, but there were no actual vents up on the roof penetrating the roof. So that led me to believe that it must be the seam that runs across here. Now there was a puddle of water that was standing here. We got rid of that, we let it dry, and here we are applying our product that we talked about on the other patch. This is the wet patch product that I discussed on the first patch that was repaired, with the fabric that I'm going to use, and then we're going to use the fibered black coating on top of that. So as you can see, I started my progress over here. Rather than just focusing on here, I wanted to come from where the water runs from. So I started over around that drain, because a lot of times water can come and travel underneath of a roof because it's slanted and the water will run downhill. So with that said, we addressed the issue with the drain over here. We got the drain coming in from the upper roof down, which is a major area for water to be floating over there, and all across here to where our initial repair work needed to be done. Below here was 16 feet off the front wall, put me here, and 3 feet off of the side wall, put us exactly in this area. So I took my time, I ran all the way down and up to make sure this repair is done once and not have to have a re-repair over a repair. And as you'll see, the hardest part about doing this repair is just working this wet patch in really nice. You really got to work it onto the surface, because if you don't, it's not going to stick and it's just going to lift up after a few rainstorms. So here I've gotten all my patchwork done. I put my fabric in, and now I'm going to get to the fibered black coating just to give me a really solid surface layout of all this material that I applied. So there you have that. Like I said, that's the hardest part of this project. And sometimes with this fibered black roof coating, it's easier just to dump a little bit on a patch like this. Kind of give yourself something to work with rather than dipping and going and dipping and going. This will just speed up your process. It'll help you get more graceful flow of the repair. We're just going to go gracefully on this real lightly. We're not pushing too hard. We're kind of just letting it work its project into itself. And we're just going right to left. And you'll see I went front to back and right to left, because that's giving me all areas to be properly coated in nice. We're just coming back graceful, and we're pulling that product around real nice. And it's okay to be a little heavy with this product, because that's what's going to help seal this up nice. We're just coming right down. And we're going to try to keep it looking pretty, because you do want to care about your roof. Even though it's a different color than the existing roof itself, you still want to kind of make your repair look nice as it's finished, so as it looks like you cared about what you were doing and not only worried about the roof leak itself. And so there you have it, another patch done. And I'll tell you what, if you can get away with a little bit of dirt on your hands, spend a little, a few bucks, get a little exercise in while you're doing it yourself, you can save yourself a lot of money, making everything float out nice. And here you have this repair. As I told you, I started over here because of the drain, and the fact that this roof is sloped told me that it could actually be anywhere in this area. So we alleviate that problem by fixing this general area down to where our patch was leaking inside, and then finalize everything with the top coat. And like I said, if you can tolerate a little bit of dirt on your hands, it's no different than painting. That's something we spend a lot of time doing here at Constructive Design. So for us, this is just another day at the park. But like I said, for yourself as a homeowner, get your hands dirty a little bit, spend a few dollars, knock out the contractor. You're in business saving a lot of money. Thank you again.